Hey there, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. This is Earl Bryant coming at you with another Pearl from Earl, and it's very simply entitled, You Might As Well Take a Chance. This Pearl is inspired by Jim Carrey, who at a graduating class commencement gave an address and told a story about his father. Some of you may have heard it. He talked about the fact that, like himself, his father could have been a great comedian, but did not believe it was possible. So he took a safe route. He got a secure job as an accountant, figuring that playing it safe was the way to go because he didn't want to risk failure. Well, unfortunately, Jim's father lost that safe, secure job, and Jim says that he and his family had to do everything they could to survive. And from that experience, Jim learned the greatest lesson possible. He said it was very simply this: you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. Now, the reason I share that story with you is because currently I have opportunities in my life, and some of you do too, where you can learn something new, do something different, write a new chapter in your life, turn the page, move forward. Reinvent yourself. But there's some uncertainty there. You feel a little bit unsure of yourself, unsteady. You might have some doubts or fears. Along the lines of what Shakespeare said when he famously wrote, "Our doubts are traitors, and our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt." That's where a lot of us are. We're kind of at that valley of decision, wondering if we should move forward, and we're not really sure if we should take that path. It was Sir Richard Branson who famously said, if you're given an opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes and figure it out later. Well, many of us kind of have a fear, and we get full of the what ifs. Like, what if I can't do it? What if I can't figure it out? What if I fail, crash and burn, fall flat on my face? Or on the flip side, what if I succeed and I can't handle it? All of which actually is rooted in one very simple fear. What will people say about me? Well, some of us have this mistaken idea that the goal in life is to keep people from talking bad about us, or keep people from talking about us at all. Well, let me share something with you I've told other people in the past, and I believe it's going to help you. There are 3 days in your life when people are going to talk about you. The day you're born, the day you die, and every day in between. Anybody who thinks that the goal of life is to keep people from talking negatively about you or talking about you at all is running a fool's errand, because people are going to talk about you. Here's the deal. If you're struggling, if you're going through a tough time, if you fall flat on your face, trip, stumble, fumble, fall, whatever, fail, certain people are going to laugh at you. They're going to talk about you. They're going to make fun of you. They're going to say, don't take all that. You're wasting your time spinning your wheels. But on the flip side, if you go through that failure and you move forward and you learn some valuable lessons and you correct and adjust and succeed, they're going to say, oh, you were lucky. Oh, well, someone just handed that to you. You didn't really work all that hard. It really wasn't all that important. Or, oh, it was rigged. They're going to make excuses. One thing you're going to notice in both cases is that the people that talk about you don't have the guts to do what you're doing. Either way, they don't have the guts to face the failure. They don't have the guts to succeed. They don't even have the guts to try. So don't get the idea that the goal in life is to get people from talking about you, because they're going to talk about you regardless, no matter what you do. Also, don't get the idea, like Jim Carrey's father, that the goal of life is to avoid failure, and that playing it safe is going to guarantee that you never have failure or embarrassment or humiliation or setback or trial or any kind of adversity, because that's not true either. You might as well do what Jim Carrey suggested. You might as well learn the lesson that he learned from his father, which is very simply this: you might as well take a chance. It may be true that you're learning something new, that you're faced with something new, and that you don't know what to do. But let's face it, there are things in your life that you know how to do now, you didn't always know how to do. You didn't know always how to talk. You didn't always know how to walk. There are things that you do now that are second nature, and I guarantee you, when you first tried them, you were scared out of your mind as far as trying something new because you were afraid you were going to fail. When the fact of the matter is, you were going to fail, but you didn't let that failure stop you. You just kept at it. You kept with it. I'll give you a very famous example. You may have heard of a gentleman called Les Brown. He is considered one of the top 5 speakers on the planet, according to Toastmasters International. But do you know, the very first time that man got up to speak when he was in school, as he described it, he stood up to speak and his mind sat down. He went into such a panic. They practically had to talk him to getting on the stage and giving a very brief presentation to announce a play. And he squeaked like Alfalfa the Little Rascals. He was so scared. And when he was done, he ran off the stage in a panic. That does not in any way represent the Les Brown that people see today. But that's how he started. He was scared out of his mind, and he failed, and he was humiliated because his classmates made fun of him and they laughed at him, called him all kinds of names, but he didn't let that stop him. And the point I'm making is, while you might struggle at the outset, while you might not know what to do right now, and you might be scared at learning something new you've never done before, that doesn't mean that you can't learn. As a friend of mine says, done is better than perfect, and you can fail forward. As long as you fail forward, you can get up, because fail just simply means fall and I learn. As long as you're willing to learn, as long as you're willing to adjust and make corrections and get out there and try it again, you're going to be okay, because the next time you fall, it's not going to be as hard. You're going to learn how to fail forward, fall forward, and even fail better. And the next time you do it, it won't be quite so bad. So don't be discouraged by the fact that you're faced with new challenges, new opportunities that might seem a little bit scary at first, that might seem a little uneasy, that might seem a little unsteady and unsure, and you might want to doubt yourself. And don't let yourself be all paralyzed by the fear of what people will say, because in The Art of War, Lao Tzu famously said, care what others think and you will always be their prisoner. Don't let the fear of other people's opinions talk you into playing small so that they can pretend to stand tall at your expense. Go ahead and take a chance on learning something new, and that way you can, while you fall, you stand up and you stand a little bit taller, a little bit straighter, and a little bit better, because you're stronger and you're going to last a lot longer. So like Jim Carrey learned from his father, and I'm going to share with you, even if you are trying something new and you feel a little bit unsteady and unsure, don't be afraid to take a chance, because even if you fail, you're going to learn something new that's going to make you stand tall, and it's going to make you stand a little bit better, and you're going to improve in the long run. So go ahead and take that chance and figure out how to do things later so that you can do it better and you can improve over time. And you'll ultimately get the success that you seek. And that is today's Pearl from Earl. It's my hope that you got some value from it. And if you did, please give me a like, a thumbs up, and share this with people that you believe can get some benefit from what you just heard. And if you'd like to know ways that you can fail forward and learn how to take a chance and do things better, then I invite you to reach out. Go ahead and click on my bio if you're on Instagram. Reach out to me on any other channel for information that you can get that will help you to become better and learn how to take a chance and learn how to fail forward and fail better and get better. And I'll be happy to send the information on to you and even introduce you to people that can help you to do it so that you can shorten the learning curve. As I said, this has been another Pearl from Earl. It's been my privilege and my honor to share this with you, and I hope you got some value from it. And until next time when we gather around for a Pearl from Earl, when I hope to see you right back out there, this is Earl Bryant signing off from the suburbs of New York City, Long Island, Strong Island, or Long Island, depending on who you are and where you may be, saying take care, be well, be blessed and not stressed, and make it a fantastic, fabulous 2019. Bye for now.